So, is breeding ball pythons actually worth it? What's up, YouTube? It's Baker. Welcome back to Blue Line Morphs. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, comment down below. I'm really enjoy making the content for the most part. I have an Instagram channel, blue_line_morphs, and a Facebook page, Blue Line Morphs. Now that that's all out of the way, let's get right into this. So first and foremost, guys, I greatly appreciate everyone that's participating in the giveaway for this mail. There was a little confusion. I did the giveaway video with my unboxing video. So this is the male that we're giving away. He is a pastel male. My old biology teacher did breed him. He's sweet as can be, guys. He'll make a great pet or a breeder if you want. Look, he's not even really head shy. He's awesome. I really like this snake, actually. He's also a great feeder. So definitely get your last minute comments down, not in this video, but the unboxing video from Friday. Definitely go get the last minute comments in there, or look at my Instagram channel for the couple things. He's going to make a great addition to anybody's collection or first time owner, whatever the case may be. I'm probably going to be doing that on Wednesday. If all goes well with work permitting. I'm going to try to go live on Wednesday, answer the questions, and have a chat like I always do. I've actually figured out how to do the split screen. So we'll see if either Mike and Mike or Rob is off, and we'll split screen with them. And I also plan on doing the giveaway during that live session. So make sure you're there if you want to participate in the giveaway. Stay tuned for my Instagram channel to see if I actually do that. Everybody's doing well. That other African sulfur hasn't given birth yet, but we're doing really good. So just like that, the introduction said, is breeding ball pythons really worth it? Listen, obviously, if you follow my channel, my first season's been a little bit of crash and burn, a little bit of a learning experience, a lot of good, a lot of bad. But we're making our way through it. I'm trying to figure this thing out as I go along. If you haven't figured it out yet, I am brand new with this, and I am a reptile enthusiast that made the transition over to be a breeder. So this is obviously not going to be about like the financial standpoint, because taking everything I want to take away from my first season has nothing to do with like finances, right? I'm dumping a boatload of money into this because I like it and I love the snakes, and that's just kind of how I am, right? If anyone's ever seen the movie American Sniper, it's what is the quote? Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Moderation's for cowards. That's kind of how I am in life. You know what I mean? I decided I wanted to do this full bore. I remember it was one day actually sitting in the car. It wasn't on a stakeout. We were doing something called a gun rip, where you wait for somebody to give intel somebody's going to get out in a car with a gun, so we're waiting to rip them off the street and take the gun. So I remember sitting there one day, and I came across a snake. It's actually that killer leopard clown pied female that I should be getting within the next 6 weeks. Guys, in the next 6 weeks, I'm getting 2 visual clown pied females, so stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about that. But once I decided I was all in, So I just dove right into it, and I'm just trying to pick up all the stuff that I really like to start combining the things I really like to make things that nobody's ever seen before. It's a lot of fun. So let's get right into this video. The first thing I want to talk about is, this is a little bit of a rant, by the way, guys. The first thing I want to talk about is the community. Going into this, it was like last January, or really last July, I made the Instagram channel 2 Julys ago, July 2019. Really didn't start using it until probably the fall, so roughly about a year, maybe less. And the people I've met, it's just been amazing, right? You look at like a guy like Rob, from Racer Reptiles, check him out. I met him I met him on Instagram, just going live one day, and the guy ended up living with me for 2 months, right? Because he was a nurse. He's up here helping with the COVID pandemic. What other community really meets somebody like that? Did it help that he was prior law enforcement and just an overall good guy? Of course. But, I've met all types of good friends, man. You got Mike from Red Line Pythons. Check him out. You got Porter from Porter Pythons, right? Right, look, a little reverse right there. Red lines underneath and races up here, right? You got Saul from Saul's Balls. Go check him out. All on social media, Instagram. You got Joey Bats over there from Queens. It's just the community in general, guys, has just been amazing. So it's to me, in that aspect, just the networking and meeting people and socializing and talking to people, especially on like social media or in person, or going to these shows once they get going again. Rob and I plan on taking a trip out to Anaheim this season. I think it's in January. I'm not entirely sure. So definitely, if you're going to be there, let me know. Comment down below if you're going to be at that show. We're definitely going to try to go there and hang out and terrorize Mike and Mike. It's just been amazing in that point, so it's definitely worth it when it comes to that. With that being said, I've also dedicated myself to putting myself out there completely, right? That's the point of my channel. My point of my channel is to be like, hey, listen, I am not an expert. I love reptiles. I've handled reptiles. I know what it is to keep reptiles. As far as breeding, this is my first season, and that was the point of the channel, is to show an actual breeder trying to kind of fumbling his way through things the best way I can. That way people can learn from my quote unquote mistakes. And I think it'd be interesting to see the journey of not just somebody with, 4,000 snakes behind them, or, thousands and thousands of other snakes behind them, to see somebody who, if you watched my channel from the beginning 5-6 months ago, which is me in my living room, like 5 or 6 ball pythons that grew into this now. So I've been hit with a lot of negativity in that aspect, right? Everyone's kind of an expert. Some people are trying to help. Other people are just, they're trying to shoot you down. I get that. That happens in all aspects of life. It is what it is. I don't take it to heart. I get it. You know what I mean? But I encourage anybody, when you see me at these shows, by all means, if you're going to say something on social media, come say it to me. We can have a gentleman's conversation about it. I have no problem with that. A little tired. So, listen, if you want to breed ball pythons, I'm going to be honest with you. It's a lot of work, and it is not easy, okay? It is not simply, I have a male, I have a female, put them together, they lock, I'll have babies, throw them in the incubator, I'm good to go. If you follow my channel, you've seen that I've just crashed and burned on a lot of certain things, right? Like, I started pairing back in, last September, and they didn't lay eggs until, April-ish, and when they laid the eggs, I bought this homemade incubator, and then I had issues with the egg box, I didn't have the press and seal, and then even when I got the Big Mama's clutch to go, I guess you could say, full term, next thing I know, they're dried up. I have hard belly, and I try to help them. They pass away. End up saving the 6 snakes, but it is not easy, guys. It's a lot of work. Twice, bare minimum, 3 times a week, I'm in here spot cleaning, changing water, and misting. I spend about an hour and a half to 2 hours in here every day just cleaning up or looking at the snakes. I weigh them, every couple weeks. It is a lot of work, and I only have 20 to 25 ball pythons, so I can only imagine how much it is for these guys that have, Ozzy or Miguel or, Justin or Billy, that have I know they have employees, but still they're putting the work in themselves, right? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of effort, but in my opinion, it's all very much worth it. I had somebody ask me the other day, they were like, would you give up being a cop to do this full time? The answer is absolutely not. First and foremost, the pension, it's just kind of who I am. I love being a cop. I love being a detective, for the greatest police department in the world. But I never want this to become a financial institution to me, right? I never want the snakes to lose their meaning. I always want it to be my hobby that I happen to make a couple bucks off of here and there, right? I don't want it to be my only means of financial stability, because then it's going to lose all the pizzazz that I have behind me. I really like doing this. I really enjoy doing this. It's part of who I am now, between social media and taking care of the snakes. And, I was actually at the police academy, this was probably a couple months ago, and I walked in for vest fitting. Every 5 or 6 years, you gotta get a new vest, and it takes them 10 years to get it, right? So my vest has been outdated for 4 years now. But I walk in there, and one of the instructors in the academy is like, "Are you Baker, the guy with the snakes?" I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So apparently, this individual, this girl, I think she's an instructor in the academy somewhere. Her son watches this channel, so shout out to you, bro. Comment down below. They love Luna, my white diamond back there. It just blew my mind that people, could see that, and that community brought everyone together. But it's definitely been an interesting experience in that regard. Listen, the biggest thing is this. Even though I kind of crashed and burned over my second clutch there, right, where I had the 6 babies down here, guys, to see snakes, to see the full situation, to see the full experience. What I mean is, to get Big Mama, to get the banana pied male, to grow them up, to put size on them, then to put them together 3 or 4 times, to see the visual locks, right? I'm posting on social media. Then to see her ovulate, right? Then you see her, she's bull wrapping and she's flipped upside down. All that experience. Then she lays eggs. Then I take the eggs out and I put them in here, and then eventually I cut them. And I know it didn't go that well. I know a lot of them were dried out, and it broke my heart. I got a lot of great advice from people. I put water in there. We kind of brought them back from the dead, I feel like. We did save 6 out of 9 of them. 2 of them I tried to save at the hard belly, but they were just too far gone, which really sucks. But to actually hold those snakes now, you know what I mean? Now that they're out of the shed, to actually pick them up, and, the banana, or even, it's just normals, right? I didn't create anything that great this year, but they are still 6 snakes. And that's amazing to me. To hold that snake in my hand and be like, you know what? I created this. Big Mama and the Banana Pie created this, but to say, I had some sort of influence in creating this animal that didn't, I didn't buy from a pet store or whatever the case may be, or I made this, you know what I mean? I put them together, I made this happen. And then what's more is to have somebody want to purchase that animal from you and have it in their house. right? For me to create this creature and help to facilitate making this animal, and then to put them in the house, and then to have people actually want this animal, it blows my mind. And I think that's just it's awesome, because a lot of people that are buying, they reached out for the normal het pies or the banana het pied. They have one or two snakes. They're just they want to get into breeding. They want to get into keeping. It just blows my mind to create something and then have someone else that actually wants it. I can see why these big time breeders fall in love with this, and it becomes just like their full time like job, I guess, because it's infatuating. And it's just, I can't thank everybody enough for everything that's been going on. So long story short, like, yeah, it's worth it. If you're watching this video as a hater, or if you're watching this video as an old time breeder that's been breeding forever, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna do a whole video about kind of my first season in a nutshell, the highs and lows, later on probably this week. But if you're new to it and you want to breed, yeah, do it. By all means, do it. Comment down below, message me on Instagram. I'll help you as best as I can. Like, I'm brand new at this. This is my first, I guess you could say, half season, right? It didn't go that smoothly, but it's well worth it, guys. I've had nothing but a blast meeting everybody. The social media, the friends, the networking, the community has been awesome. I'd say 99.9% of the people are fantastic in this hobby. And what's more is to create life and then have somebody else want that life is just surreal to me, and I can't wait to keep taking this thing to the next level. So if you want to start breeding, by all means, I encourage it. Let's do this. Yeah, it's worth it. Listen, as always, guys, be safe. Remember, watch the 6.